King's College against Kier Club Pyrenees, and it's the plate final. And this is a matchup of two sides who have impressed throughout this tournament. King's College from Australia, looks as if there's an injury right at the very start here to Jean-Michel Touzin, who seems to be more winded than anything else.
Strategic Alliance, King's College have done very well in terms of their play. They've improved quite dramatically as the tournament's gone along. They seem to have got themselves organised. Jock Campbell's been having a great game for them out there, and he's scored a couple of decent
I've got to correct you. Jock Campbell's mother, apparently, I'm told, and this might be a wind-up on me, I don't know, but Jock's mother...
I was here at the time when we got the word through.
We were told that Jock was a mistake on the timesheet, on the team sheet. So Jock,
whatever your name
Jock's
is.
mum, our apologies that your son is actually called Jack, and we sincerely apologise for getting that wrong. He did score a hat-trick of tries, and there's a burst through here by Pyrenees, and a fine score there
Number
by
11.
Bastien de Halde. And I can honestly tell you, Mrs. Campbell, that I am looking at another team sheet that your son is again being named as Jock Campbell.
Wow, so we can't be held responsible in the commentary box. We've done our best.
But Jack Campbell will be disappointed that the Pyrenees have got a strong side, captained by Damien Trel, who is one of the all-time most capped French internationals.
86 caps, I think he's had. Yep.
That's a sizable amount. And
just bigger
Jules
than
Lavelle.
85 and lower than 87.
Very good,
caps.
indeed.
The King's College have competed well throughout this tournament. And again, looking to find some gaps. Pyrenees have defended well thus far.
Kicking it downtown, but there's a sweeper
Scott
back there
Gale.
for Pyrenees. Took the ball nicely.
Big kick by Edward Gibson.
Getting a bit wild down the
Stepping
front
there
line here.
by Lucas Toulon. Again, a drive right over the ruck. It's a big figure of Jean-Baptiste Goblet. And Goblet still involved in that. Lepale now does a little dart, wrapped up there by Thomas Vassin.
Made some good ground though.
Into the hands of Fabien Dupuy.
And we've got a little
knocked back down again.
We've got the winger hanging on the wide side, so I think the play is obviously a kicking
Looks
play.
like it's a steal there, off his feet. The referee's decided, and Jose Lepale will referee. The South African referee, I believe.
Confidence with the line out, so they're going for the 5 metre or kick close down to the 5 metres. Options here are off the top and run it hard out wide, or probably taking a maul and trying to drive it forward.
An important maul, an important line out.
And once again, they've stacked their line out, so I have a sneaky feeling that would be the way to go with the
5-man line out. It's going to be a rolling maul. It's moving forward. It's broken up slightly, but it's still there. Looks as if it's going to be a score. And he's down. He's over the touchline. Jean-Charles Fidende.
Yeah, quite a difficult one.
A good finish from the rolling maul, and Pyrenees now taking control of this plate final.
They've put 7-man in the line out and a 7-man maul, so hard to stop. And so we've seen it in opportunist moments in the 15 side where they've put in pretty much 15 players in the team, or 14 players in the team, driving maul over the line. Not easy to stop, and you don't want to be on the bottom of it, that's for sure.
Jean-Charles Fidende, the scorer, and the extras added comprehensively by Jules Lebel, the scrum half. And
great techniques for his drop kick, head over the ball, and follow through with a high leg.
King's College
keeping his head down.
Need to stabilise the ship at the moment, get some quality ball,
Once again,
try and get back into this game.
Once again, he's hitting the same mark. It's 5 meters outside the 22, and obviously pressure on.
Very accurate. Drive up middle by Shannon Goodman, Australian.
King's College are looking for the kick to get him out.
And there's an opportunity here. Jack Campbell closing down on his opposite number, Lucas Tullow.
And his
tackle being made there by Thomas Vasson for King's College.
He's done some great work there to.
And there is Jack Campbell again.
Give his players time to get back for support.
Making another tackle, and the French taking a little while to get away from the 22. Esterola, and a good tackle back by Campbell Wakely. And they lost quite a bit of territory there, though, King's College. They were way downfield, and the French did pretty well to drive that back upfield.
Yeah, it was Lucas Tullow who kept the ball in play and did a lot of hard work to make sure he stayed on his feet before the support players came back. Tullow, excuse me.
So we are past the halfway stage of this first half of the plate final. And Pyrenees with 2 converted tries is the difference at the moment. And if you hear a bit of disturbance, we've got a number of Hong Kong Scottish team enjoying a few beers and reveling. Good step there by Jean-Baptiste Goblet, influential player, difficult to stop. It's through the hands. De Halde, and a big drive by Le Panasse into Le Bail. Little step and go, pulled down by Edward Gibson. Ball's going forward, and I think we'll see a scrum, actually. Penalty, holding on by the Pyrenees scrum half. So, Edward Gibson with the task of finding touch, and he takes a good 40 yards of territory, and that will give a bit of respite to King's College. Campbell Wakely, good throw, and it's a good dart by Scott Gale, the offload, and Tim Mann's unable to hold on to it, went backwards though, and Joshua Rea takes it into contact. Gale, cross field by Gibson, ambitious, it's been picked off by the Pyrenees wing, and a good exit from the French again. It was the lone sweeper of Lucas Tullow making the cover. And
yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more keep the ball in the hands of the King's College. As I say, they kicked the ball away a few times now, and maybe not the game plan for as we've seen in the last couple of games.
Overthrowing the line out, and Esterola is barging downfield, clear out, and De Halde finds Goblet, proved very strong and hard to stop as Jack Campbell working hard over the ball there. But again, De Halde releases Benu Guillot. Guillot claims he didn't hear that.
I see the Pyrenees are not under no pressure here, but maybe the offloads are not necessary at this stage. So basically, keep the ball in hand and playing their presses, creating those rucks and offside lines. So the King's College have to get back. As soon as you offload off the floor, then obviously no offside lines and open play. Whereas I think they're better served by creating that offside line and rebooting and building up to a faster.
So Gale in and out quickly, and there is Jack Campbell showing considerable pace there, but he's been snagged there by Goblet and dragged into touch. Referee not releasing the tackler when he was knees on the ground. Good offload through the hands there, shipped it up. Nice piece of adaptation there, and that's Ben Campbell.
Unfortunately, it was the first knock on there, but nice adapted. It was more like a sevens punt to his teammate, but good skill set.
So, despite starting badly, King's College are exerting some pressure now. They've had good phase work. And they'll be looking just before half-time to score. We'll put them in a good position. It's going down on this side of the scrum, but De Halde and Lepale kicks it for the corner. It's a lovely kick, pressing the King's College right back almost on their try line. Jack Campbell offload to Kim Henderson. Henderson makes a few yards, and there's Thomas Vasson again charging into Goblet. Again, it's a long kick downtown, and given they got the penalty on this occasion, but it looked a little bit as if it was kicking away an opportunity. So there's still an opportunity now for finding touch.
Maybe King's College an outside chance of a late score.
So
yeah, quite important that King's College hopefully could get some points in this next play. It will be
crucial to go into half-time with at least a score.
So the referee have obviously mentioned that a kick to touch would be the end of the half, so they've had to run it from inside.
Yep. There's Jack Campbell. Thomas Vasson playing at scrum half, picked it up. And it's been lost. Well, it looks as if it's gone back, but it's been stolen. It's been stolen by the try scorer, Jean-Charles Fidendi. And there is the end of the plate final first half competitive match. Pyrenees have been just that little bit more accurate, and they've scored the 2 tries, but King's College is still in this.
What would you be saying that Robin King's College come out here? What would you be telling them they need to do? I mean, Pyrenees, it's more of the same, but
well, once again, it's the ball in hand is the key. I know that I've seen the earlier games from the King's College boys, and I would think they would do better to keep that ball and run it wider. I keep pressing the processes. Go from 5 to 5, and rather than kicking that ball and trying to get to that great gain line. They've got some quick boys. Well, of course, the Pyrenees do, but I'd rather them have it in hand than give that ball over to the Pyrenees side.
yeah, I mean, they seem to be both fairly balanced teams. I mean, you know, there, but they're just not being able to do anything with it when they've got that ball.
Well, as I say, the Pyrenees boys have kept it quite tight. A couple of offloads, obviously, they've knocked on. And once again, for the Pyrenees team, if they want to close this game out, they should probably just keep it a little bit more tighter. Even play it one off the ruck and play a tight game. A bit like what they did there with the maul on the 5 metres, and they scored that try. Just play that tight 5-man, well, I would say 8-man game, but it's obviously that's not 15s. But play the 5-man game and control it up the front.
Well, they're going to need to get their skates on in the first half. They don't want to leave it. They need to get out and strike back real quick.
Yeah, as we say, it will be important that King's College gets that first try, an early try to get their heads up and put the Pyrenees on the back foot. But we'll wait and see. Well, hopefully it's going to be another great half.
So we are about to start the second half of the plate final. If you're just joining us on Facebook or on YouTube, then welcome to the GFI Hong Kong 10s. We are in the plate final. One more big game after this, the cup final. And at the moment, the start of the second half, King's College are trailing the Pyrenees by 14 points to 0. And the question is, can King's College pull this back?
And once again, what a great kick again from the King's College. A bit like the game earlier on. They're hitting 5 metres outside the 25, and it seems to be quite a smart tactic. man catching the ball is under pressure straight away with no opportunity to jump.
So, first scrum of the second half. It's nice and stable. In fact, it's going forward. They've got the strength there. On hand, there's Jack Campbell bursting through a gap there. Edward Gibson feeding the ball. Again, it's come back to Tim Manns. And Scott Gale again looking for a little bit of a gap. Thomas Vassen, big, powerful player, having to work hard to hold on to that ball. Again, Gale through the hands to Gibson. Campbell takes it into contact. Harry McNulty, an Irishman, and barging through that gap there. Isolated, scrum half's isolated, but it's recovered well. King's College playing some smart rugby. Through the hands there, Shannon Goodman. Over the top, Jack Campbell had an opportunity there for a moment, but check back.
They're still securing that ball and keep it moving forward.
To Manns.
And keep pushing.
A lot of pressure now on the Pyrenees, and that little step and dummy and a fantastic try. Lovely piece of skill.
So game on, boys.
The dummy sending the defensive line away, and a fantastic score by Scott Gale for King's College. The step, big change of direction, and able to finish it off.
Now we've got ourselves a game. That's
exactly what we need to do. I say the first try would need to be scored by the Kings boys, and they've done that successfully. And I think they're starting to change that game. They're taking a little bit up the guts rather than, or at least 2 passes out, rather than the kicking game that they did earlier.
Yeah, that ball in hands paid dividends.
So Jack Campbell, and he's disappointed with that. Shanks it wide of the uprights, and that could be important.
Indeed, they've got to get
in the mix here.
2 full scores now.
Under the posts. So, Scott Gale having a breather, and Edward Gibson now taking over the kicking duties. The Pyrenees have yet to really have ball in this second half. De Halde and LeBale, the 2 half-backs, working in tandem. It's been picked up quickly by Kim Henderson and Jack Campbell, and he's released Harry McNulty, and again it's a drive down the middle by Esterola and pushed into touch. So momentum now with King's College.
Certainly in the second half it has been. They've come out, they're a different looking side, a bit more composure about it. They seem to know what they're doing.
They're prepared to spread the French side, go wide, and there is quite a bit of pace out wide. The French have been very good and very consistent throughout this tournament. They've got a very good side this year, and they will be very, very pleased if they take home the plate. Campbell Wakely, the pressure on him for a good line out. Up it goes, it's disrupted by Goblet. It's been very effective.
Well, he's taken the space.
Estriola, and a pick up and go there by Lespin.
Great inside ball inside, yep. Keep control and take it easy here.
Guillot, and then
the Pyrenees keep
forwards. Le Panasse again.
Pyrenees now
The little dig, and away it goes. Opportunity here, and Goblet proving very hard to put down, and that's been lost forward, and there's a play on opportunity there.
No, you're right, they're rubbing. What they need to do is just settle it. I think they rushed it in the end, they went too quick, they had the ball, settle the thing down, start again, get your positions in place. They just tried to push it too hard.
They've got the firepower, they've got the big boys up front, so they can easily...
very much using the forwards for the punches up the front.
And they are making ground, aren't they?
Lepenasse, Tozin and Esterola.
Well, once again, you've got the big boys punching through, you're basically going to shorten the defensive chain. So if you imagine a piece of string and you push your finger forward, a long piece of string, push your finger forward, that chain closes in.
Just sucks in all the defenders.
Okay, it sucks in the defenders, because the first place they're looking for is around the rucks to defend, and then that's the opportunity to spin it wide. So they need to just be a bit more patient, the Pyrenees, and they could have this game no problem.
So, no opportunity for Scott Gale to put that in. Scrum collapse is now working against King's College.
Yeah,
Still plenty of time.
They can't afford to let this go too slow. They've got to get on with it. They need 2 tries to get back into this game. And there's just under 4 minutes on the clock to go. They've got to get out of here, score, reset,
big
go
scrum
again.
here. So.
Oh, unlucky. Danger now. Try on, right on their try line.
That
And
did
scrum
not
going
look like a
penalties.
forward pass.
Did not look like a forward pass there.
There's been 1 or 2 from...
Well, just a question, boys. Are we? Is this tournament sponsored by a beer?
Well, I don't know, is it? Yes.
I don't know. Is it sponsored by a beer?
I have no idea. Why?
Well, no, I can't see
Would you
any.
like
Can you see
one?
any?
No, I can't see any beers. Yes.
Let's get back to
I
the
think
match,
that's what
shall
we need to get on
gents?
to, eh? We'll get the boys
So
next
now
week.
we've got King's College under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, great position, attacking one here for Pyrenees. They just need one more score, I think, to close us out. They've had a very
decision
solid scrum.
But the referee could have been a pivotal moment here.
Yeah, they're just chewing up the clock. Good old scrum technique, collapse, put it down, start again, burn up the minutes.
And there's a lot of experience in that French pack.
My area of expertise.
Yeah, how to kill a 80-minute game.
So going down, they've had a pretty solid scrum as the Pyrenees.
And again, it's,
penalty.
well, penalising the King's College. And the try is a score. And the Pyrenees have opened that gap once again. Frustrating for King College.
Unfortunately, a strategic alliance, equity alliance is not going to come back from that. I think it's a bit too big. 19-7.
Great body position there from the number 9. Kept low underneath the defending players, and obviously then he has the best position to go forward.
Jules Lebel, and his kicking's been excellent. And a third King version just putting it that stretch further away from King's College.
For the youngsters out there, he's got a great kicking style, or drop kick style. His head's over the ball and he's followed through. And he doesn't lift the head up until the ball's way over the post.
So
Johnny Wilkinson would be proud.
Kicking off, and that's gone dead.
Okay, put the muckers on that one. Sorry about that.
Anyway, 21-5. I think it's academic. Actually, Robin, looking at that score there, just over a minute to go. And Pyrenees just to
Jim Olsen in there, and again, the decision goes against King's College. It seems perhaps one match too much. The King's College meeting their match in a very savvy and experienced Pyrenees side.
I'm going to sort of salute the King's College boys. They've actually played some great rugby there in the 2 days. Some talented boys out there, and you're going to watch them, and they'll be on their TV screen soon.
Clock ticking down, 30 seconds. They're still going to go though. Pyrenees, nice little run there by the halfback.
He's been the best player on the field in this particular match. And out wide now, Kuro Kalo quickly swallowed up there, and Goblet playing at scrum half. Not held, Estriola. Goblet again picking up influential player, and that looks as if we are virtually at full time. And the Pyrenees have, as good as confirmed, they are the plate finalists, and they're going to take the plate home, the GFI Hong Kong 10s plate. And it looks like it is going back to France. So one last burst by King's College. Jack Campbell. And 16 is Joe Bisgrove. And it almost came off, but it's been turned over, and Cyril Andre is fighting his way back up the line. Lotto. And that is,
there it goes.
It's all over now. It's a victory for the Pyrenees, 21 points to 5. They are the GFI Hong Kong 10s plate winners, and they've earned that. They've performed fantastically over 2 days, and King's College gave them a good run, but the quality that we've seen from Bastien de Halde and the little number 9, Jules Lebeau, playing in the 10 position, has made the difference. And the Sir Pyrenees win the Shield final, and there will doubtless be all the handshaking and hugs, and then the Pyrenees side will be brought down and provided with the shield, the GFI 10s, and the next one coming up after the shield has been awarded is the big one, the one we wait for.
It'll be the UBB Clavicle versus the Penguins, and it's going to be a game.
That is correct, and that's going to be a fantastic contest with the Gavical with the X Factor in their side. The X Factor of the 3 Fijians who made such a difference in the semi-final and got the Gavical to the cup final. But up against the side, the Penguins, full of quality, a number of 7s players, both Scotland and England 7s players in the squad, and a number of Fijians as well. And this, when the final this cup final comes round, it will be an intense occasion. 2 heavyweights.
2 heavyweights, correct.
Beating each other.
That's Russ, yeah.
And it's a matter of whether the pace out wide will make a difference.
Yeah. I will actually say, if these boys all wear shoulder guards, I'd say there wouldn't be any room on the field. That's how big these boys are, I tell you.
Yeah, phenomenal, big physical side. We see them, they use that very, very well. Just cleaning teams out of that ruck play. They've just bulldozed them anyway. Strategic Equity Alliance, thank you very much for sponsoring and sending these lads up here. Greatly appreciated. It's always really difficult to get sides here, so appreciate the sponsors. Great outing for both Jack and John, John and Jock Campbell.
Jock.
Yeah. Anyway,
big hand for Jock.
And did very well. Sorry about that, Mum, but that was what was on the sheet anyway. So Jack, he had a good game, played well, got some points in, and there they go through.
And the Kings boys should not be disappointed with their performance, because they've been playing some fantastic rugby. And as I say, they're a little bit out-muscled with the big Pyrenees forwards, and we'll hopefully see them again next year.
Well, we have to say it again, they couldn't quite climb that mountain.
Not quite.
So waiting for the Penguins and Gavical to come on. Penguins obviously a very well-known entity in terms of our international rugby team. Gavical not known before they came here, and they've actually surprised. They've done very, very well. They have done very well, yes, and playing some good strong rugby. Mixing it up a bit with the drive up the guts and spinning wide. They've got a good skill sets there. Hong Kong, $300 entry once you're inside. Free float. So here we are for the final. Another great tournament and a great game to come. The GFI Football Club 10s. A little bit of noise here coming from the commentary box, but we haven't had the Scottish lads now just getting into their full stride. First strides of the sponsored Amber Nectar. Yes, and they're going. So unfortunately, none of it up in the commentary box. Yeah, there's no beer flowing up here, that's for sure. And our only hope, Billy Mason wandering away. Big Jamie Pinnacock had a great game down the front there. Master of ceremonies for all the fine session here for the for the Scottish Exiles side. And Hamo down there being a very handy assistant. Hamo's not a stranger to a beer either.
I don't think many rugby players to a beer myself, but no, I've not seen that one before, but they're drinking out of a bucket. And it's not a small bucket, so...
it's all going downhill, really.
Do we shout Buffalo? Because it has two hands.
Yes. Should have been doing that one-handed. It's only a 50-gallon bucket.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, gentlemen.
If anyone's missing a dustbin, we know it is.
Let us focus away from gentlemen drinking out of beer
Misbehaving
buckets.
badly, yes.
And I am looking for opinions. Firstly, from you, Leighton, the winner of the final.
Oh, I'm going to go with Clavicle. They have surprised, and as the tournament's gone on, they've got better, they've got in their stride, they've now already been organised. I'm impressed by them. The Penguins, interesting, just watching the first game they played against the Gladiators, and the Gladiators pushed them for about 5 or 10 minutes. So I think the Penguins actually are vulnerable. In the last couple of games, they've looked a little bit unsteady. Clavicle's just got stronger and stronger. So my money's going to go with them. And the renewed time out here, we're going to see how they go. I think physically, in the end, they're going to dominate. And they're just going to slowly grind ahead on that one. That's my call.
And Robin?
Well, I agree with you there, Leighton, but I will probably go with the Penguins, only because they gave me a T-shirt last night. I'm not too afraid to bribery, but yeah. No, well, I'd like to see the Penguins and see how they go. As in, Leighton's going one way, I'll go the other. More of that. I just hope it's an entertaining game.
Well, I think we're going to go for a tiebreaker then, Russell. It's up to you.
Yeah.
I am going to go with the Penguins. I just think there's a bigger variation of quality in the Penguin side. And a warm welcome to anyone who's watching on Facebook or on YouTube and one or two other streams. Hopefully you're enjoying the GFI Hong Kong 10s.
Congratulations.